Almost everyone has heard about karma. However, this is not about punishment and reward, as many people think. It is more about cause and effect. One can think of karma as spiritual equivalent of Newton's law of motion, which is, every action, there is an equal but opposite reaction. Which is, when we exhibit negative force in thoughts, words, or action, that energy will come out to you in many forms. Knowing about karma can be beneficial and will help to influence the way we deal with others. If we really want our causes to have good effects, then you need to take intentionally actions that return positive results you desire. Well, this is how to, and here, 12 laws of karma that will change your life. Before we begin this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to turn on notification for more interesting and informative videos. Number 1. The law of cause and effect. As you sow, so shall you reap. Just like a farmer, he plants seeds and expects a period of harvest. Whatever you sow, you have to reap it. So, whatever you do unto others will eventually be done unto you. What you choose to treat others in a right way, you will discover that they often reciprocate and behave more positively toward you too. It may take time, as seeds often take time to grow, but your actions, words, and thought eventually always yield their harvest. They will return to you in the form of money, love, and happiness. So, you should be kind to people, irrespective of the circumstances. Remember, your actions and even your reactions will come back to you somehow. Number 2. The law of creation. You attract what you are, not what you want. Law of creation teach us that we are more in control of our own lives than we know. Most people blame others for wrong things that happen to them instead of taking accountability and striving to shape their own destiny. So, life requires our participation to happen. It does not happen by itself. Seize the opportunities and ideas that comes to you and make the best of them. Also note that you eventually become whatever you continue to see around you. Surround yourself with things that are in line with where you are going and what want to be. It doesn't mean you have to change people around you. If you try to do this, you may not succeed. Instead, work towards improving yourself because only you're responsible for your actions and what happened to you. Number 3. Law of humility. One must accept something in order to change it. In life, you see many problems and find ways to solve them. The first thing that have to do is to admit that you have such problem and challenges. It is often our inability to accept that we have certain struggle that hinder us from finding solutions. But you can't change the situation without coming to terms with it. If you continually see something, what is negative in your life, and you refuse to accept it, you basically building negative energy against it, and unfortunately, this energy resides inside you. On the other hand, if you accept that you have problem, you come to acknowledge that power of effect change and find solution. So, take proper look at your life by accessing everything thoroughly. Accept your reality where you are and find strength to make necessary changes. Number 4. The law of growth. Wherever you go, there you are. If you want to grow and make your dream true, you have to realize your inner life controls the outer world. Your thoughts eventually become what you act upon, and your actions frame your world. Harboring negative thoughts will create a negative environment, while positive thinking is the only thing that'll build you a positive world. Number 5. The law of responsibility. If there is something wrong in one's life, there is something wrong in them. This law is something like law of creation and fused on the fact that our reality is continuous reflection of our state of mind. You have to start taking responsibility for situations you find yourself in. When something terrible happened to you, don't waste time mulling over the experience. Instead, learn the lesson and take responsibility for making things better. What you start taking responsibility of your action, you have sense of control, which is necessary to push yourself forward. Number 6. Law of connection. Everything you do is somehow connected. Every single step you ever taken, and ones you take right now, are equally important. Future is actually the combination of your previous choices or steps, so all of them are account. Therefore, make an effort to take steps which are consistent to your destination, only that way to get there. Number 7. The law of focus. You cannot think of two things at same time. It is important for everyone to focus on particular goal. The law of focus allows us to concentrate on those values that primarily assist you to attain heights you want to seek. Focusing on positive emotions, development and goals will lead you to no focus on negative thoughts. It might be a difficult thing, but if you find to do this, it will help you a lot. Number 8. The law of giving and hospitality. Demonstrating our selflessness shows true intention. It is impossible to have a belief that wouldn't reflect in our actions. Our actions are surer proof that we really believe. If life of meaningful impact is what you truly seek, then selflessness is a cardinal virtue you have demonstrate continually. You have to be open and helpful to others, and when this become your habit, it is proof that you have attained some form of growth, because mature people lead selfless lives and ready to give others. Number 9. The law of here and now. One cannot be present if they are looking backward or, for that matter, forward. This is tricky ones. It tells us that past and future don't matter. And it seems to contradict the 6th law. But this is not the case. Let's look at like this. The human have tendency to get caught up in thoughts about past achievements or failure. But sometimes, we are living in our future fantasy world that cast a shadow on seeing potential of present. So, this law focus on that. We have to take more concentration on present than past and future. You need to learn how to deal with past and future while living in present. Use lesson of the past and dreams of your future to drive yourself to take necessary action that requires today. Number 10. The law of change. History repeats itself unless changed. Nothing change unless you change it. That's the law of change. For you to correct negative choices and bad habits, it's not enough to merely make up your mind to do it. You have to take action in order for the change to actually come to fruition. If you discover negative things or habits in your life, you have to make efforts to turn it around. Number 11. The law of patience and reward. Nothing of value is created without a patient mince it. Reward comes with being patient. No matter how long it takes, if you persistently continue to sow the seeds of hard work, in time, the reward will eventually come. You have to continue to persist and make better decisions that are consistent with your goals. Focus on the process and do your best every day. Don't get caught up in comparing yourself to others who seemingly achieve more. If you truly understand your worth, you won't bother with comparison. Hard work eventually pays off, even if it takes time. You just have to be persistent. Number 12. The law of significance and inspiration. The best reward is one that contribute to whole. The last law is quite similar to first law. First lay focus on individual, while last law focus on collective effect of actions. Last law states individual decision and action become our eventual contribution to society. All our intention and actions build up massive energy that create results that affect all of us. And this energy is eventually transmitted to our society. So make sure your action provide value and inspiration to others. Make conscious effort to be good to people. Pursue your goals and passion, lead by examples. Whether you believe in karma or not, you can agree with all these laws' fundamental principles and wisdom that anyone and everyone can apply to get better life.